Hello, have you ever wondered how to add a rubric and also specifically to add it for grading using the Canvas speed grader? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this particular video. Okay, so let's take a look at it. In this particular course, we have clicked on rubrics here on the left-hand side, and we have a few different rubrics we're going to be using in this course. Okay, so we're going to be adding this 100-point rubric to an assignment. So let's take a look at the rubric. You can see here that we've got it set up. We're ready to go. All set with our criteria. So I'm going to go back to this point, and then we're going to go into the assignment. In the assignment, we need to scroll down to the bottom of the assignment, and we click on Add the Rubric. Okay. Once you click on Add Rubric, you want to click on Find a Rubric. And then this is where it gets a little bit complicated depending upon the number of courses you're enrolled in Canvas. So you want to find the course that you are working on. So in this case, it is the Master EO Engineering Operations 611. And then in the second column, you can scroll here if you need to. In the second column, you want to find the rubric that you're working on, which is right here, the 100-point rubric. We left clicked on that one, and then you see the rubric show up here on the right hand side. As you saw a moment ago, it's 2 criteria and it's a total of 50 points. You have to scroll way to the bottom, and sometimes you have to use this outside bar and then click on use this rubric. Okay, so now that's step number 1. So again, here inside of the assignment that you can see, we have now added the rubric. That's the good news. The second step is we now need to set it up for use in SpeedGrader. Okay, so we want to click on the pencil to go into edit mode, scroll down to the bottom of this rubric, and we want to click right here on this check or this box that says use rubric for assignment grading. Okay, so once I check on that, we have a little checkbox. We say update the rubric, and we should be good to go, and that rubric will be used for grading using the speed grader. Now, one thing I really strongly want to encourage, make sure that your rubrics are 100% finished before you start adding them to assignments, because once you add them to a second assignment, even if it's week 1, week 2, once you add it to week 2, then you can no longer edit the original, in this case, rubric called rubric 100 point. So if you do make a change to it, and it will then become rubric 100 point, like left parenthesis 1, right parenthesis, and then you can go in and edit it and change it and call it the rubric for week 3, rubric for week 5, or something like that, or if you have an assignment name that you're going to put it to. So it can be done, but then you end up with a whole bunch of different rubrics here in your rubric session, 1 for each assignment. Now that may be intentional. You may want to do that, but for the most part, you'd like to use a 100-point rubric for all of the 100-point assignments that you're doing. Same thing with the synchronous discussion. If you have that in your grad course, especially if you're a STEM instructor, and also your discussion rubrics, which you can see here, we still have in the template. If you have asynchronous online discussions, you would edit and then work with that particular rubric. Okay, I hope this video helps, and wish you the best as you're using your rubric to grade your papers in your course once it becomes a live course. Thank you.